When we first got this image for My Adventures with Superman, I thought, this was going to be one of those series that it was going to do where Lois was going to be the outspoken, pushy tomboy type, and Clark was going to be the somewhat dragged along everywhere, and Jimmy was just going to be the annoying black guy there. That's exactly what we got. There's no other way to put it. I have been reviewing the episodes every week that they come out, and there are people who like this series, and I have no problem with that. I will admit certain parts of it are somewhat funny and enjoyable, okay, but it's not enough to really, in my opinion, save the show, because there are some glaring problems with it that just kind of continue to go on, and I point them out week after week, that kind of tends to just sink the show, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about Lois Lane, or at least who they have pretending to be Lois Lane in this. When this series ever since the series came out, a lot of people have been saying that, she's just a tan tomboy because she doesn't look anything like Lois, and they were wondering if they had race swapped or something like that. Well, it has been officially confirmed now that they have race swapped Lois, because first it was Jimmy, who, is a white guy with a white sounding name and red hair originally, so he never stood a chance. But now it's confirmed by the executive producer that they have race swapped Lois, and she's now Korean. And get into this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Go over it, and I want to give you my thoughts on it. Executive producer Josie Campbell reveals Lois Lane race swapped to Korean in My Adventures with Superman. Is anybody shocked by this? I'm certainly not, but, that's just me. Executive producer Josie Campbell has revealed Lois Lane was race swapped to Korean in DC's new anime-inspired rom-com My Adventures with Superman. Yeah, because the series is basically their attempt of a mashup between Sailor Moon type anime, Owl House, and She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. It's all those things just rolled into one. That's what it is. Created by Ms. Marvel Volume 3 artist Jake Wyatt and co-produced by, Netflix's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power writer Josie Campbell. That's exactly why it looks just like it and acts just like it and feels just like it. And storyboard artist Brendan Kloger. The Studio Mir animated series follows the early days of Clark Kent's life in Metropolis as he attempts to balance his secret identity with his developing career as an investigative reporter alongside Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. Making her debut in 1938's Action Comics #1, the Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter for Metropolis's The Daily Planet was based off of actress Glenda Farrell's portrayal as the fictional journalist Torchy Blaine, and modeled after Superman co-creator Jerry Siegel's wife, Joanne. Throughout her over 8-decade tenure in the DC universe, Lois Lane has generally been depicted as a Caucasian woman. Yeah, that's who Lois Lane has always been. She's always been a white woman, that's just what the character is. Now again, as I say, you could run the series, done the character the way it was supposed to be, and the way it's supposed to do, and you can make a damn good series out of it. But no, that's not what they want. What they want to do is push this representation and change characters to fit their own mold, so that's what we got. Similar to other classic DC characters like Jimmy Olsen, the latest anime-inspired iteration of Superman has race swapped the iconic Caucasian reporter to Korean, which is the same race as Lois Lane's South Korean voice actress Alice Lee. This is Alice Lee here. You see, these are the things, These are the things. They want to, these characters are only them in name. That's it. They're only them in name. This character of Lois Lane is modeled after her voice actress. That is it. She's modeled after the voice actress, and her personality and everything else is just basically loose no from the Owl House. but she's modeled after her voice actress because this is what they want to do. They don't want these characters to be who they were originally supposed to be and just have somebody be a voice actress and do it. No. You must always embody who you're playing with some kind of madness like that. I have more to talk about it, but let's continue on. Josie Campbell confirmed the race swap as part of her My Adventures with Superman behind the scenes Twitter thread where she revealed Lois Lane's black tie gala outfit worn in the 4th episode, Let's Go to Ivo Tower, you see, was inspired by a traditional Korean hanbok. Now, okay, I want to just take a moment to say that I couldn't remember the name of the outfit that she was wearing. I knew that it was, and I knew that it was Korean, and somebody in my comments did point out that it is a Korean hanbok. I just want to say again, thank you to that person for pointing it out to me. Thanks. All right, this is what Josie Campbell had to tweet. Also, shout out to Doug Hong Art and Intendra for Lois's hanbok-inspired gala outfit. We wanted to reflect our Lois's Korean heritage, and the design department made a showstopper of a fit. Except Lois Lane was never Korean, but you know that's what they're doing. In a retweet to Campbell, the artist behind the gala handbook design, Jane back in aka Indintra, elaborated on her artistic process with the assistance of sketches dating as far back as 2021, right? Confirming that they had planned Lois Lane's Korean race swap during the early stages of My Adventures with Superman's production. This is what she had to say. I wanted some time to think about what to say about this outfit in particular. I remember feeling strongly about wanting to inject some aspect of her Korean heritage without disrupting her characteristic as a spunky and resourceful intern reporter. Yeah, so let's give her this outfit. So why not push the idea she would wear a hanbok to a gala date/date night, she continued. I have to thank a bunch of other people for helping spin my hair into gold with Lois. Says gala design, Brendan, and for letting me go for it. Or this is what they had here with it. They had here. Honestly, this and then they have this is the sketches of it here. Back then tweeted in 2021, and my first drawings back in 2021 of Lois when I heard she was going to need an outfit for the gala. Okay, I am very sorry, but this looks like a dude to me. Really, this looks like a dude. Honestly, there's really no other. So this looks like a dude in high heels. That's the way this looks. It doesn't look good at all. It just looks like a dude in high heels. So they go on and talk about what it is. But okay, let's get back to what they're saying here in regards to Lois. Now let me just say this. Since I've been covering these episodes of My Adventures with Superman, I've talked a lot about Lois Lane and what they've been doing, trying to focus the story mostly on her and all of this. Now, when I spoke about her outfit in this gala/date/whatever you want to call it, right? I got some people telling me that, I was getting mad about her wearing pants and why can't she wear pants? It's 2023 or what's wrong with that? I have no problem with any woman wearing pants. Women could rock a pantsuit or something or wear jeans or whatever and look damn good in it. That's a problem. My concern was, you're going to a black tie gala. You want to be an investigative reporter, you could try and mingle, put on just something and do with it. But now they're explaining, that they have made her Korean, so decided to give her this handbook to put on and have her go to this gala and then, to showcase her Korean heritage. Lois Lane was never Korean. That's not how the character was designed. The character was created, nothing like that. And I don't want to hear anybody come and tell me something about how, it's the multiverse. Because no, that multiverse excuse crap needs to stop. What keeps happening with these things and how they keep damaging themselves as they go along is that they stop and they say to themselves, you know what? We're not making these characters the way they're supposed to be. No, we just need the character's name. And what we're going to do is change it to fit whatever narrative we want to put. One of the lines that has that has really, in no uncertain terms, that have really damaged the entire brand of literally everything when it comes to entertainment. No, one of the lines that really damage it is this whole, we want you to see yourself, or that, people must see themselves on the screen. I think, no. All of a sudden, you keep thinking that we're all a bunch of narcissists who cannot like characters unless we could see them as some representation of us. Nobody wants that. This is why people are getting sick of this nonsense. You could have done Lois Lane the way she was supposed to have been done. You could have had a Korean voice actress doing it with her. If that is the case, it's called acting for a reason. She's a voice actor. If you look at anime, you have a lot of anime, a lot of voice actors who are women doing voices for young boys and stuff in anime. That's what happens. They do that because it's called acting. But these are established characters. Lois Lane is an established character. For over 80 years, she's been established as a Caucasian woman. But no, rather than you say, let me introduce a new character, which you can do. No, you decided, let me just race swap this character. You've already done it with Jimmy. You've already done it with Perry White. Why not Lois now? So everybody who was saying that, no, she's just tan. Well, it turns out that you're wrong. They have race swapped her into a Korean woman. And they're clearly pushing that fact that it's not going to be the last time because she's modeled after her voice actress, because this is what they do. They don't want these characters to be who they are anymore. No, it's who we want them to be. Right? They've modeled after that. Her personality is basically loose nose, that they're pushing the whole tomboy angle thing. And like I say, I have no problem if it is you were doing a young, spunky reporter trying to get up in the world, all kind of thing. Okay. But she never learns anything when she just keeps barreling forward. That's it. And this is one of my biggest problems with the character. There's no growth going on. And plus, well, second season we get at the other, because let's be honest, it's already been greenlit for a second season. Will that happen in second season? I highly doubt that. If she does mellow out any, it won't be to anything kind of extreme. This is how the character has been. This is how they've decided to make the character. So Jimmy has been race swapped. Perry White has been race swapped. Superman had a Sailor Moon type transformation in the second episode, yeah. And now Lois Lane has been race swapped to Korean to match her voice actress because, they need representation or something like that, because that's apparently more important than ever telling a good story or anything like that. So that's the update, people. It's confirmed Lois Lane in My Adventures with Superman has been officially race swapped. Probably won't be the last, because Leslie Willis got race swapped too, and they turned Deathstroke into a pretty boy. So God alone only knows what's next. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, if you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell, notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.